Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown. Get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
Yeah, come on up in here. Welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend, share the video. You know, come on up in here. Man, the right side, the homie has been missing in action. You know, but I know he's good. My nigga Dub was been up, champ. Hope everything is well with you and the family. And damn, AJ, all the old dudes coming in here. They must have heard we had smoke in the chat yesterday. They must have heard it was a lot of smoke up in the chat yesterday, boy. They were ready to fight up in the chat yesterday. You know, what's up, AJ? What's up, Dub? Y'all hit that like button. What's going on, man? You know, I hope everything is well with you, the family, and everything. Yeah, we had smoke up in the chat yesterday, but we're going to get some more up in there today, Chad, because we're going to irritate them some more about Shakur Stevenson. You know, my man, son of God in the building, say the Rebuttal Entertainment, the hottest boxing talk show on YouTube. Yeah, it was hot yesterday. It be fire, man. What's been up, AJ? Dub, what's going on with y'all? Yeah, man, we're going to talk a little bit about what's next for Shakur Stevenson. You know, I don't believe the hype. I let you guys believe the hype. I think he's capping. He just running his mouth talking crap. But just in case he's not, I got them dudes. They was out of order. What you talking about, Doug? Who was out of order? You know, just in case he wasn't capping, I got some fights for him. Totally said, yes, Dub, out of order. Yeah, they was way out of order yesterday, Dub. We had to fight and everything, boy, in the chat. They was heated. Oh, yeah, they was out of order. We need a judge, a jury, executioner, everything yesterday, boys. Oh, my goodness, man. But it is what it is, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. We're going to talk about what's next, Shakur Stevenson after his tremendous fight against Williams Zepeda. You know, he talked crap to Connor Benn, and we all know. See, one thing about this show, we give you facts over feelings. You know, we know he's not going to 47. He just running his mouth. Real people know he's not. He just running his mouth. You know, now that he beat, quote unquote, Williams Zepeda. You know, now he going up to 47. You know, this stuff is just foolishness. It's funny, but we're going to deal with it today. So we're going to talk how we talk about fighting Ben at 47. They're big at 47. Hey, man, I guess he done. I guess he moved on from Devin, man. That's how I look at it. I guess he moved on. People getting tired of Bill, man. Bill and Dev, man. Dev got his own problem, though, champ. He got his own problems. Man. Brian Norman Jr., none the problems. So, you know, it might be the last time you see old Devin Haney, Dub. Oh, I got Junior all the way. I never picked Devin Haney. Get out of here. I'm going to dude from Atlanta. Come on, man. He fighting another guy, same size, same length, same speed, same weight class. Devin just a little bit more, you know, what's called sharper. But, you know, we know what happens when he fights somebody his size. This will be the second guy he fight his size. This would be Devin Haney's second guy, Doug, that he's fighting somebody the same size as him. I'm not watching manufacturer boyos. Can something else better with my time? Well, that's your stupidness. That's your stupidness. Because that card gonna be fire, champ. You must think them the only ones on that card. That undercard is fire. You don't know what you're missing, Real. I'm just telling you the truth. That's your stupidness on that. Not watching Pitbull and Fierce. That was the best fight of the year last year. Pitbull and Fierce. And they two, come on, man. Y'all too damn fine, man. You know I love that, but I got you. Yeah, I know you do. You got some you got some sense. You got a little bit of sense. It might not make it though, Dub. I'm starting to think they ain't even gonna make it, man. I'm starting to think they might not make it to that fight. You know, I don't know if they're gonna make it down there. I think Bill gonna find a way to pull out. I think Bill gonna find a way to pull out that fight, man. And try to get somebody else, man. But y'all come on up in here, man. You know, Shakur Stevenson talking smack. He say he want all the smoke. Okay, I got some smoke for him. I have some smoke for Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? You know, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. He want the smoke. I got no problem with that, but his pops is full. AJ funny. His pops is full of cheese. What's going on, AJ? Yeah, man. I'm with you on that one, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know about what's good about that fight, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. But that's what we got, y'all. We got Devin Haney. I mean, we got Shakur Stevenson. Yeah, we gonna add Devin Haney to the list if you want to. You know, I got some fighters for him to fight since he say he want to move up to 47 and capping and faking. You know what I mean? We got Gary Antoine for him. We got Junior. He about to fight Junior. We got Connor Benn. That's what he capping for. We got who else we got on there? Teofimo. So we got some fighting for him. What's up, Raider? What's going on, champ? So y'all ain't subscribe to the channel, man. Come on up in here. I don't know. We ain't talking about Tank Road. I couldn't tell you. You got to go on the Tank channel and ask him, champ. We was fire yesterday. We had big fire yesterday in the chat. Without you. How about that? Shout out to Mr. Gary. He coming back this weekend. Yeah, he on the prelims. Gary Russell Jr. on the prelims. Mr. Gary Russell is on the prelims this weekend. Yesterday's show was heated. If y'all missed it, you know. So, but today we're gonna get it started, man. Shakur Stevenson, he do all the capping. Everyone hit the like button. He doing all the capping. You know, calling Connor Benn out. I'm excited to see him back. Well, you know, he always in shape, man. Him and Mark Messiah was going out. Was going at it on YouTube, man. Gary want that smoke back. This time, I don't even know what weight class he's fighting at. Hopefully he's fighting at 30. He out of that 126 bull crap. You know, you can't stay there forever. Move up, get that choke. Get on the bomb at 130. You know, see what happens. So, you know, Shakur Stevenson, he say he's moving up. I mean, he didn't say he's moving up. He challenged Connor Benn. And then, so if he can fight, he said 135. Is it? Oh, damn. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. I got to really go listen to it. 2 cents in the building. What's going on, 2 cents? I got to really go listen to it, man. But He be back this weekend. We're gonna see what he look like and stuff like that, man. But since Shakur Stevenson, the people was butthurt all yesterday on this show, crying and doing all that stuff and cursing, and we're gonna talk about him again today to irritate y'all some more. You know, we're gonna irritate you guys some more talking about Shakur Stevenson because there ain't nobody giving him his props for fight, quote unquote, Williams Cepeda. We're gonna irritate their ass some more, Dub. So now that he quote unquote fight the best fighter in the world, you know, he fought the best fighter in the world, Williams Cepeda. You know, Williams Cepeda is the best fighter in the world. Can't nobody beat Williams Cepeda. Shakur beat the baddest man on planet Earth. Well, I got some other fighters who just as bad as Williams Cepeda, since y'all say, you know, he beat the dad. That's what they talked about. They want me to give him his props. I mean, how can I give him his props for a fight that I told that's the way he was going to fight? But you know, when I would give Shakur Stevenson his props, when he beat Tank Davis, when he beat Teofimo Lopez, and since he brought Connor Benn, when he beat Connor Benn, you know, when he beat some of these fighters, since when he beat Gary Antoine Russell, since he want to run his mouth, if he can go to 47, he can fight fighters at 40. You know. Nah, so Dub, he the best fighter of all time, better than Mayweather, do the shoulder roll. He do all that stuff. He do all of that stuff. He beat the baddest man. Williams Cepeda is the baddest man on planet Earth. So, hey. Man, let me tell you dude something, man. And I'm be loud and clear. Can't none of you niggas say who the best at 135. They haven't fought each other. So you can assume and put your opinion in there. That's your opinion. But until he fight or they fight each other, you will never know. You will never know. My man, Big G, where you been, champ? New Jersey stand with Shakur. I know they don't. They booed his ass out of New Jersey. Get out of here, Big. They booed his ass out of New Jersey. What the hell you talking about New Jersey stand with Shakur? Man, they booed that dude something terrible. If you don't stop, man, get out of here, man. Boba Dope, Ali, Mayweather, yeah, that's what he is. You know, Dub say he couldn't tell you. He think Tank still. You know, and the thing about Dub, I don't understand, but I do understand. Just because he beat Williams Cepeda, he the baddest man on planet Earth. He the baddest man at 135. Because he did what I told you guys he was going to do. Stand there and fight him. And you niggas surprised. That just showed me a lot of you dudes just don't know the fuck you watching. Or y'all don't know your favorite fighter. That just tells me a lot of you people don't know your favorite fighter. And I want some smoke. I got the other hat right here. And I got all kinds of words for y'all. That just tells me a lot of these dudes don't know their favorite fighter. They don't listen to him, and they didn't know. No, just because he didn't do much movement, he stood there and fought a guy who has no power, who head always on the line and lacked footwork. And he the baddest man on the planet. He the best at 135 yet, nigga. How is he the best at 135 and he ain't even fought the best at 135? Did you think it should have been called a KO, Lou? What should have been called a KO? What you talking about, Doug? I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about, Doug? What you talking about, Doug? A KO. Not that. Who Shakur Stevenson? What fight you talking about? Because there was a lot of fights. There was some good fights this weekend. I gotta give him props, man. You know what I mean? Well, Hannibal, you say Tank won't fight him. We'll see. We'll see. Devin already gone. If Shakur move up and Tank don't fight him, it is what. Third, when Shakur got hit with the right. Oh, when he was against the ropes? Nah. It ain't nothing touched the ground. His hand and nothing didn't touch the ground, though. Oh yeah, that's a old. But he didn't look like Mayweather because Mayweather did way more than Shakur did. No, that wasn't no knockdown, dude. It wasn't no knockdown. You know, it wasn't no knockdown. But he cried about he got hit too much. That and I understand that because you come listening to people like me telling you stand there and fight. So I'm Dub. Do you agree? Don't just stand there and fight Williams or Pater. Show us some heart. When your next fight, stand there and fight. If you rematch De Los Santos, do the fight to De Los Santos the same way. Fight Tank Davis the same way. Fight Teofimo Lopez the same way. Fight Connor Benn the same way. Fight Gary Antoine Russell the same way. Then you will impress me. You fight them dudes the same way that you just fought. Williams or Pater, then you will be impressing me. Not just a dude who has no punching power. No. If Shakur Stevenson want to impress me, fight them dudes the same way. Y'all hit that like button. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all hit the like button, man. If you want to impress me, fight them dudes the same way.
Do you have evidence of this?
I don't want to hear the talking that you do. I don't want to hear your fanboys doing all the talking, all the capping you doing. You had your chance to fight Devin. You ain't fight him. Looking for the Adula Mason and Sam. Okay, that should be a good one. Knights, let me tell y'all something. Okay. See, this is how I end this conversation right here. We got Wheels of Steel, Shakur, one of Shakur Stevenson, #1 pom boys in the building. See, Knight, this is exactly how I'm going to stop this right there. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you right now. All right. So he said, but Zepeda has 27 knockouts. Okay, Zepeda has 27 knockouts, right? 27 knockouts. Okay. 27 knockouts. That's what you said. Okay. So we're gonna start here. See, this how I love. No, I got it, Dub. Exactly. See, this is how you correct these niggas who don't really, who just do all the talking. They just do all the talking. You just show them. Like Dub say, against who? Against who? Well, I'm gonna tell you against who, Dub. Let's start with and all of these are not knockouts either. The one of them name. I'm just gonna name his competition. We're gonna start in 2019. Oscar Altamades, whoever that is, Japes Osusa, Brian Rico, Roberto Ramirez, Hector Tinanaji, John Moridi, Louis Valdisi, Rene Alvaradizi, Joseph Pedraza Diaz Jr., Hami Abubaladi, Masito Agasti, Maxie Hughes, and that wasn't a knockout. Giovanni Cabrero, Tevin Farmer, 2, that wasn't no knockout. And he lost to Shakur Stevenson. But I'm gonna go further down. You say 27 knockout. I like proving you niggas points that y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. All right, let's go down some more. 2016, Williams Zepeda for Xavier Valquez, Luis Gonzalez, Gabriel Venezuela, Jose Fariza, Juan Pablo Martin Bon, Jesus Zazazita, Pedro Silisi Vamizo, Ulysses Perez Torres, Maximiliano Galindo, Elliot Chavez, and Jose Jose Hudiati. I'm not lying. I'm not making up. Look at the names right there. I'm not lying. Look at the names. Look at the names. Look at the guy. Look. Look at the guy. So, again, when you come on my channel, make sure you come correct. Make sure you come correct. Oh, he had 27 knockouts. Who the fuck did he knock out? Y'all stop the cap. Stop the cap. You know? My man Jason is in the building. Who is that guy? Exactly. Exactly, Doug. But he was built up well by Golden Boy. But what happened with Zordo, 43-0, and Bill will put hands on him? Exactly. You know, they do all this talking because they fanboys. They get mad at when you say things, but when you prove a point and prove it to them, they get mad. No, you know, he beat a good fight. Zepeda is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. But he was tailor-made, like I said, he was tailor-made for Shakur Stevenson. And then y'all want us to give him the props when y'all don't know none of these niggas on his resume. Y'all ain't know none of them. You might know 3 niggas. That's it. Tevin Farmer, Shakur Stevenson, and I forgot the other guy. That's it. But you got people like Nikes coming on. Oh, he got 27 knockouts. Nigga, you can beat them dudes. My man Sam in the building. With him being mandatory, I wonder if he's going to fight Tank. We gonna see. Sam, Tank don't want no smoke. Oh, y'all keep saying that. Oh, y'all speak for Tank? Or y'all just assuming again? Y'all know when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. I keep saying it all along. Y'all keep saying all that Tank ain't want no smoke. Who was the free agent? Who was the free agent? You said Tank don't want no smoke, right? Who was the free agent? Tank Davis?
Do you have evidence of this?
You know, who was the free agent? Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson? Come on, y'all. Man, you know what? I ain't through with y'all niggas, man. Who was the free agent? Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson? Who was the free agent? You know? Rebuttal, this turned into Mr. Harvey substitute teacher, those names. You know, hey, Angelo, you can't even pronounce some nigga's name, man. The fuck? That's what I'm saying. And they talking that bull crap, man. Hey, dude's full of stuff, man. Man, why is this so quiet today? Lewis clean house? Nah, I ain't clean house. You know? Lorenzo, what's going on? You don't have to protect Tank Lou. Call him out like everyone else. Exactly. You know, but you know, when they keep saying this, they keep saying the same old thing. And I'm not going back and forth like yesterday. I took wrenches and I might not give them back. I'm not playing with these people no more. We talking real boxing. You know, oh, he's scared. Hey, none of these niggas scared of nobody. What can that nigga do but sit back and try to be Mayweather? You know? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about nobody sending no offer. How about that? I don't give a fuck. That nigga had intentions of going over there to get the money from Turkey and Matchroom. He ain't had no intention of signing. Even the Tank would have sent the offer. And they say that, look, he wouldn't have signed it anyway because he wasn't going to get the money. He wasn't going to get the money from Al that them niggas giving him. So y'all being here faking. Y'all capping. You know, hey, Dub, I'm not playing with these people no more up in here, man. You know, I'm not playing with them. Because I am not, hey, Dub, you know this. You got to show. I am not gonna let them keep coming on my show. I read this shit. They don't super chat to do nothing. And then they put fake narratives in my channel. I'm not having it no more. With none of them. I don't care who they are. I don't care they've been on here forever. I'm just not having it. We gonna talk boxing. You know, these dudes come in and do all that fake talking. If you know boxing, you know boxing, man. You know, they don't know boxing. They just run their mouth, get in, and dub. Any other channel, they don't even read this shit. You know this. You'll have to super chat. You have to super chat for them niggas to read the shit. Other than that, they will ignore the shit out of you. Exactly. I'm gonna show exactly what I'm doing. I'm not showing no love to these niggas. If you want to talk real boxing, talk real boxing. I'm gonna put a link in here in a minute. Hit the link and talk real boxing. I start reading a lot of them. Exactly. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let them stay in the comments and keep doing all that bull crap they doing. Honestly, Shakur versus Ben could make Shakur the most money because the UK that sells 70,000. Yeah, it depends on where they fight at. But Angelo, you really think Shakur Stevenson gonna go up to 147? Do you really think Shakur Stevenson will go up to 147? You know? Just think about it. If you believe that something is wrong with y'all, he is not. He's capping. He's just running his mouth now that he got a good, yeah, it's a good conversation, but he's capping. He's just running his mouth. You know, he get nothing out of fighting Connor Benn. Nothing out of fighting Connor Benn. Why do you think he still calling Tank Davis' name? He'd be better off trying to wait for Devin before he fight Connor Benn. You know what I mean? He'd be better off fighting Floyd Schofield. That's who I think he's probably going to fight next, Floyd Schofield. I'm telling y'all now. Even though they had that bullshit going on in Saudi, I think his next fight will be Floyd Schofield. That's who it should be. All that faking he doing and going on these parks trying to make his little butt look big and all this stuff. You know, oh, I got hit way too much, crying like a little girl. Niggas boxing, you get hit. I get hit way too much. Him and his fan base crying like a motherfucker.
What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby, cry for me. Come on, cry.
Deep in the recesses of my brain, a tiny red-hot little flame began to grow.
Tiger Jake Paul is not happening, Sam. That's just stupid. No, it's not happening. Jake Paul is like 220 pounds. Tank 140 soaking wet if he really wants to. 140 after he rehydrates. You know, I wouldn't fight anyone talking about I drugged them and plant drugs and ripped up passports. I wouldn't make it happen. Well, you know, it's going to happen because Shakur like proving points. Oh, man. No, Shakur like proving points. Shakur like proving points, so it's going to happen. Well, this is different, Sam. I don't want to get on you. This is different, Sam. I don't want to get on you. Do you really believe Tank Davis will go up and fight Jake Paul? And if you say something crazy, I'm act like you don't. I'm go at you like you don't know boxing. Do you really believe Tank Davis was going to fight Jake Paul? Nah, Do you believe Tank Davis, Sam, was going to fight Jake Paul? You know, come on, man. Y'all gotta be smarter than this, man. You gotta be smarter than this. I would love to see him rematch De Los Santos. to really quiet the haters. Yeah, there you go. Quiet the haters. Beat Matt De Los Santos. Make De Los Santos fight this time. Stand in the middle of the ring like you did Williams and Pater. You know, stand right there and fight him. You might, you know. See, y'all making me laugh because of this stupidity stuff, man. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Y'all believe anything these boxers tell y'all, man. Y'all remember I made that video, don't be bamboozled no more. Don't be bamboozled no more, man. Y'all gotta stop getting bamboozled. Y'all letting y'all favorite boxers bamboozle y'all. Yeah, they believe it. Yeah, they believe stupid shit too, Sen. It's just stupid. It is stupid. I don't know what to believe with Tank. I thought the rematch would be made for Hawkins, but I don't think so. Well, hey, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. He gotta see a judge in Baltimore now. So it might not be made to 2026 of August. So I don't get into it now. I don't get into it. That's his problem. He got his own problems, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We don't know. Rose need to take his little ass down 130 to defend that belt. But he got some momentum because he fought Tank Davis. See, when you fight Tank Davis, you get names, you get momentum, you get notoriety. You get notoriety when you fight Tank Davis. You get notoriety and names and shit like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You get notoriety. More, that's your opinion. Nobody care about your opinion, nigga. You know, you can't handle the truth. That's as simple as that. Ain't got nothing to do with hate. I don't hate none of these fighters. I just tell the truth. Y'all just blinded by the fighters that y'all love. Y'all want a nigga to clap and joy and say he the baddest man on planet Earth because he beat Williams and Pater. I don't understand y'all. That's your man. You should be happy. You be happy. You know what I mean? You need to be happy, nigga. Answer the phone. How about that? When I called you, Kid Austin versus Pitbull Cruz will be a fight of the year. Kid Austin, yeah, but I don't think they want him to enjoy that. Pitbull Cruz got the best fighting Furious. That was the fight of the year last year, and then this weekend again. Under steroid Manny Pacquiao Hill. You know what I mean? Under steroid Manny Pacquiao. Card this weekend. Fuck feelings. Shakur is not on Tank's level. I said it here first. Oh, that's my guy, Scooter Davis. Scooter Davis in 2 years. Scooter Davis gonna be the best fighter at 135 and 40, whatever weight class he in. Hey, you right. I think Shakur's tired of Devin Haney. But you had Matilda. I had Prelude winning. I thought he won the fight. Dave Morrell and George T. Cantillo. Doug, remember when we was on the show? We talked about Dave Morrell. And I said Dave Morrell should have stayed at 168. Dave Morrell just too small for them dudes, man. I'm telling you, them dudes punching different at 75, champ. They all punching different up there. You know, Marquez, I still see the Shakur headline. Fighters call people out all the time. Sam doesn't mean fighting that will happen. Exactly. Y'all know I don't play that call out stuff on here. Dave Morrell will be a kid. He should have stayed at 168. He should have stayed at 168. He was hurt in that fight. Yeah, he was. he was on the stinky leg, champ. You know, y'all hit that like button, share the video, man. You know, Shakur say he won Ben. Okay, if you won the Ben, and his fans say, you know, Shakur fan, Wheels of Steel in here, his #1 fans, all his fans, you know, oh, we gonna hate him regardless what he do. No. He fight Williams and Pater like that, and y'all doing jumping jacks. So his next fight, no matter if it's Tank, Gary Antoine Russell, maybe. Connor Benn, Teofimo Lopez. You know, that he needed to fight the same exact way. Then he could prove a point to me. You know? Then he can prove a point to me. You know? I want Lennox Lewis so much for a call out. He didn't glaze at this dude, man. I told him he was going to fight that way. Oh my God. If Shakur fight Kid Dawson and dominates him, I promise you, Tank won't fight him. Y'all keep saying Tank won't fight this guy, Tank. What could Shakur Stevenson do to scare Tank Davis? And I'm going to wait for this one. Name 5 things Shakur Stevenson can do to Tank Davis that scares the shit out of Tank Davis. The stinking leg. They comparing Shakur to Floyd. Exactly. Oh my God. It takes selling power to fight Tank. Man, they all happy because that kid stood there and fight. And that's the only fight that he can stand there and fight like that that's coming up. Them dudes that he cannot fight them other dudes like that. He can't fight him like that. He could try, but you heard what he said. He got hit too much. You know what I mean? You know, hopefully Tank and Shakur Stevenson fight next year. Hopefully they fight next year. Or, you know, they need to get it on. But I still believe that will be the dude that he fight. He's going to fight Shakur Stevenson. You know, he's going to fight him. You know, you got evidence of that? You got evidence?
Do you have evidence of this?
So if Tank is a woman beater, what is Devin Haney? I got time today. So if Tank is a woman beater, what is Devin Haney? James, you got 30 seconds or I'm blocking you. If Tank is a women beater, what is Devin Haney? You come on here, talk the talk. Everybody got your back. Not fanboy. Oh, okay. If Tank is a woman beater, what is Devin Haney? And I'm talking boxing. You niggas just don't know boxing, so that's the only thing y'all can say is the nigga fanboy, but you niggas be on dicks. You know what I mean? That's y'all problem. Answer the question, champ. If Tank is a women beater, what is Devin Haney? What is Shakur Stevenson? You know, what is that? What is Shakur Stevenson? What is Devin Haney? So they all is in the same boat, but you niggas be on dick so much. The first name you niggas say is Tank Davis. Get off dicks. Come on, answer the question, nigga. You still blaming them up? Answer the question. Get some help from Hannibal. Okay, no, now they all, but the first name you niggas always say is Tank. That's the first name you niggas say. What is Devin? Didn't Devin baby mother say he kicked her in the stomach when she was pregnant? We saw Shakur swinging, beating up a woman. You niggas don't want no smoke with me. You just run your mouth because you're a bunch of pussies. I want all the smoke today. Bring it. And don't say nothing else about Tank on this show unless you answer my question. It's just simple as that. And if he don't answer the question, I want everybody in here to time his ass out forever. Forever. Get his bitch ass up out of here. Tired of you dick riding ass niggas. We gonna talk facts. You know? We gonna talk facts. Get them niggas up out of here. Send that nigga to the upper room. These niggas do all that talking. Send his ass up to the upper room. These niggas, tank. What about the other niggas? What about the other niggas? Coach Eddie, what's going on, Chad? You know? These niggas be tripping. They be tripping. It's always about that. That's it. Mr. Shelton, what's going on, man? Bring the smoke, nigga. I got it. I called you today and you ain't answer the phone. Scared ass nigga. And then I was gonna tell you put Remy on the phone. I mean, not Remy, Lucky. Yeah, answer the phone. I don't need to smoke with you on the podcast, nigga. I can call you directly. That can't even be that carnival worker. Hey, dude's tripping, man. Connor will put Shakur to sleep. I'm gonna put the link in here early today too, cause I don't even want to hear that nonsense today. Where is that? I don't even want to hear that nonsense. No, these dudes coming here with that bullshit. I'm not playing with these niggas today no more, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? I ain't got time for it. Actually, Bud is going up 3 weight classes. I don't count that Mosmov shit. You fight one time, 1 weight class. That don't mean you're calculated to that weight class. Gore versus Regis. Rigoroo would be that big. Hell no, man. Regis is done. Come on, man. We know you want to get your New Orleans guy up in there. I'm with you, Eddie. I'm with you. 1,000. I think Connor Benn put them paws on Shakur Stevenson. Oh, this is my guy here. Oh man, I didn't know that was you. What's up, Reyes?
Hey, what's up, bro? I was listening to you
no more, man. They play too much, you know.
I was listening to your
you come here trying to talk boxing, and these dudes want to do other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right. No, man, that was cool. I mean, all your takes are always honest, and honest takes is what we want, right? We just want to talk boxing, like
that's it.
No
talk
drama.
Boxing.
You know, no, I don't want to hear about this and that. So I understand everything that you were saying about Shakur Stevenson. By the way,
I can't hear you. Your mic kind of low. Talk up a little bit. Your mic low.
Okay, cool. Let me turn it up. Up a little bit.
How's it now? What's going on, y'all?
Is the mic better now?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Okay,
okay, cool. I mean, you yelling and cussing and shit. You all right?
Hey, 2 days straight, man. I ain't playing with these dudes, Miss Shelton.
No, go ahead, Raider. Go ahead.
Man. Go ahead, Reyes. What you got to talk about?
I was saying your takes are really, they're very smart, and it's definitely correct. I understand what you're saying about, don't put Shakur on a pedestal at this point. And my entire thing about it is we've now seen Shakur get the turkey bag, so to say, right? So this is probably the most money he's made throughout his career, right? At 135 pounds, I want to ask you, and I want to ask the panel, is there any other money fight that Shakur could really make? And this is no disrespect to all the good fight. I mean, I think 135 is the killer division. I think it's the glamour division right now because you got Abdullah Mason, you got Sam Noakes, you got Raymond Murataya, Andy Cruz. There's even like killers that most people don't know about when we're talking about boxing, like Javier Herrera, that Cuban up the trains in the Middle East. That guy's a killer, right? So there's at least about 15 of these killers at 135, but none of them can make the money for Shakur. And Shakur's trying to get the bag now. So when you ask, is Shakur versus Connor Benn going to happen? I honestly think it will, because if Chris Eubanks keeps fucking around, I could see Turkey saying, "Hey, fuck that. How much money do you want?" and we'll salvage September 20th with Shakur versus Connor Benn. But what do you think?
I don't think he's going up to 47, two-weight class. Because if he go up there, then he's going to have to come back down if he want that Tank payday. That's just my thoughts. What y'all think?
I think it's ridiculous. I think that I listened to that man sit there and say that Devin Haney was going to be way too big for him at 47, but then he wanted to smoke with Connor Benn. Man, I think it's out of order. And I think it's too many fights at 35, like you just brought out, and it's too many fights at 40 that will be much bigger fights. Now, the Connor Benn fight, I guess it could be a big payday if everything falls in line and in order, but once again, another drug cheat, and y'all know, hey, I'm gonna call it what it is. I ain't trying to see it. I'm not trying to see none of that. Give me Antoine. Get in. If you gonna move up and fight Antoine. Move up and fight Richardson Hitchison. Move up and fight Teofimo Lopez. Move up and fight Matias. You know what I'm saying? Don't move up and say, well, one fighter too big at this weight class, but this other guy, I'm gonna move up 2 weight classes for. No, even if you stay at 30, stop saying that these folks your brothers and say that I'm gonna fight them. Fight. I think. Respectfully, I think that Sam Noakes loses to Abdullah Mason. Fight Abdullah Mason. Fight, in my personal opinion, I think that a good battle there would be Raymond Murataya. Go fight these guys instead of saying that you're gonna move up 2 weight divisions when one fighter too big for you in that weight division, but this guy is coming down from 160, but he ain't too big for you. It don't make sense. It doesn't make any sense.
What do you think, Mr. Shelton?
Well, you know me, man. I don't think he's gonna. The money fight at 135 is Tank. There's nobody else at 135. I don't care who it is. Go get him that kind of money. Now, will Turkey be willing to pay for somebody at Tank? That's the question. Somebody else besides Tank. That's the question. Will he pay for Abdullah Mason? Will he pay for Murataya? Will he pay for Matias or somebody at 40? We don't know. We know he'll pay for Connor Benn, but that fight don't make no sense because Connor Benn's too big. He can't gain enough weight, and Connor Benn can't lose enough weight to make that fight happen. So let's just get that out of the way. I think he should, like Dub said, I think he should either see what's happening with Tank once Tank gets up out of his legal trouble, because right now, Tank ain't thinking about fighting nobody, in my opinion. Tank got other fish to fry. He worried about that. That's what he worried about. He ain't thinking about no damn fight. And once he gets that under control, see what Tank gonna do. If not, like Dove said, fight Murataya, fight the winner of Noakes and Mason, even go up to 40. You could fight Andy Cruz if he wins, which I don't know if he's gonna beat that guy, but we'll see. You could fight some of the guys at 40, but you got to find out who's Turkey willing to pay for and who he's not willing to pay for.
What do you think, Coach?
No, I agree with everything my man just said. One thing Shakur is good at doing, he's good at catching headlines. He ain't going nowhere near no Connor Benn, man.
Exactly.
That 200, it already did 250,000 views already. I mean, that he gonna get in the ring with that big wide back, hard swinging joker. You must be out your mind. They ain't finna risk that, man. Mess around and beat him, put your core to sleep. That's not goddamn William Cepeda you getting in there with. That's a dude that's gonna be there all night long, gonna be in your chest, gonna be dropping bombs on you all night long. And you ain't gonna be able to dodge all them bullets, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if he did make that fight, I bet my money on Connor Benn. Beating him, because his weight class is for a reason, and Shakur, that don't show me that he can do that with that type of fighter right there. I mean, being that big and strong, so it's just Shakur again. He good at grabbing the headlines. You know what I'm saying? He riding the momentum off a fight. Everybody's talking about that's his best performance. To me, it's not his best performance. It was a good performance. It's not his best. Because I've seen him do that before. Mm-hmm. I mean, we've seen Shakur do that. We actually seen him do better than that. Mm-hmm. If you really want to be 100, it's really like a B type of performance. Mm-hmm. He laid on the rope. He let the man get off on you like that. Why? You keep it in the center of the ring like you always do. and do your thing. Don't worry about somebody y'all laying on the ropes and all that stuff. Or maybe Cepeda may have put him on the ropes. That could be a fact too. We never know. But Shakur need to fight the guys in at 35. Move. He still got Teofimo Lopez. He can fight him. He can fight Matias. He can fight Puelos. A lot of smoke at 140. These dudes be trying to jump. These dudes be trying to jump over smoke. That's what they be doing, man.
Yeah.
You know, trying to fool the public. I've been around too long, man. You know what I'm saying? They can't fool me, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead, Reyes.
No, I was just I love everybody's takes, and again, it's all coming from a very smart place. So the one thing I will say, and you said it earlier, about they got to try to get the most money, right? The landscape has changed in terms of who's paying the most, and we know that Eddie Hearn already explained how if you fight in Riyadh, there's a premium price versus if you fight outside of Riyadh. I don't know if it has to do with Saudi taxes or whatnot, but you just make way more money. And Connor Benn is, even though he doesn't have a world title, and even though you can argue that he hasn't really fought anyone great other than Chris Eubanks Jr. yet, that's probably his hardest fight. The one thing about Connor Benn is he's popular. Everybody loves him. I mean, you can't just sell 70,000 seats at a soccer stadium if people don't love your ass. So everybody loves Connor Benn. So this is my whole thing about Shakur Stevenson doing that, where they sized each other up a few months ago in the UK. I think Shakur really does think Connor Benn's not that big. And I understand everything Coach Eddie's saying about, man, you're going to get popped. But see, that's what makes it even more exciting. So I'm going to compare it to this, and I'm going to go old school. But y'all remember that Roberto Duran, who was the 135 champion, did move up to fight Sugar Ray Leonard in Montreal for the 147. So I'm just going to throw that out there and see what everybody else says.
So first thing first, I give Shakur credit. I give him a lot of credit for this last fight. Folks say he want to run, those type of things. I thought he stood in the pocket much more than I anticipated. So I give him credit for the fight. At the same time, it's too much work out there. And even with the Connor Benn situation, Connor Benn sold that with Chris Eubanks. That's a legacy fight for both of them simply because of what their fathers went through. You know what I'm saying? Both of them being from the UK. I don't know if it sells the same over there with Shakur and Connor Benn. I don't know it. Now, you may know better than I do, and I say that respectfully. So you might be in order. All I'm saying is, brother, all these champions, and I done continuously heard Shakur tell me he want to be undisputed. He didn't do it when I thought his best chance was to do it at 30, me personally. He didn't do it there, didn't do it at 26. 26 is when he called for being undisputed. Now you have the opportunity, possibly at 35. Why would you skip over these fights with the champions in the division? And I would disagree a tad bit with you when you say, I do think 35 has always been a glamour division. I think 54 right now is the toughest division, me personally. But I think that, man, you got dogs and you got young cats out there at 35 right now. Get the smoke. Go in and show us that you the goods. Go in there and fight somebody that's a champion in the division. Put hands on them so we can sit here and give you the credit that you're looking for. Make it that way. But at the end of the day, man, all I'm saying is I think it's too many fights between 35 and 40 for you to skip and to go to 47 to fight a Connor Benn. And the last thing I want to see you do is go to 47 and then come back down to 40.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
once you get to 47, I want to see you continue to get the smoke at 47.
Yeah.
You the goods. So you now I'm gonna be looking for you to fight Junior. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I want to see. And
let me say this first of all to answer.
Hold on, let me just finish.
Hold on, finish.
Well, then I ain't rush you.
Go ahead, Doug.
I didn't take an hour either.
But go ahead, then. I'm out of order. Now,
all I was gonna say was real quick. I hear what my man is saying, but ain't none of these dudes, Roberto Duran, or even close to it. So let's just keep that out of the conversation.
I was going to say that too, but I was just letting everybody else turn. You know. You know.
Yeah,
Go
I heard
ahead,
what he was saying, man. Nothing to do with Roberto Duran. You go ahead and finish, Doug.
Nah, that I was gonna end my that's where I was about to go. I was gonna end my point with saying when you talk about what Roberto Duran did moving up to 47, that's respectfully that's a little different just because those guys have been in the same weight class for a while, even before that. So it was different at that time, in my personal opinion. But hey, at the end of the day, all I'm trying to tell you is that with Shakur Stevenson now, projected wise, man, you need to be getting to smoke with the champions in whether it's 135 or 140. That's where you need to be finding champions there. Prove yourself there first, and then move up accordingly.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, like whoever said that he's jumping over smoke, that's what I feel. He's jumping over smoke. Even though Connor Benn is smoke too. I like Connor Benn. That's smoke too, though. It's a good, you know, but I just think that's all cap. That's just me. I don't think he's going to do it because, like I said, if he go up to 47, he ain't coming back down. Unless he go back down to 40. Then that's real smoke. You know?
Right. No, and I don't disagree with anyone with what you guys are talking. So I just want to bring this up because, again, I think we can all agree that 100 and maybe, Dub, you're saying 154 as killer. So I'm just going to name some names at 135, and then maybe you guys could tell me, like, hey, is this actually going to make money or not, right? Abdullah Mason should beat Noakes. It'll be a good fight, but he should beat Noakes in November. If Abdullah Mason beats Noakes, Abdullah Mason is 21 years old at this point. He just got the WBO. Is it time already to pull the trigger on Shakur versus Abdullah Mason? And would that actually make more money than Connor Benn versus Shakur Stevenson?
I'm not saying it about Abdullah Mason and stuff like that. Everybody know the real money fight for Shakur Stevenson is Tank Davis. Everybody
100%.
knows. You know,
100%.
but you know who we forgetting?
Tank not gonna fight him. Tank not gonna
Exactly.
fight him.
That's what they say. But you know who we forgetting? His boy at 40 now.
Right.
Keyshawn Davis.
But he already told us he's not fighting him.
But I'm just throwing examples out there, Dub. I know. I'm just throwing examples out there.
He also said that he wasn't gonna fight Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason said, "Man, I ain't got no brother. I only got my real brothers in this fight game." That's what Abdullah Mason said, respectfully. So I don't think it's time for Abdullah Mason just yet. But man, you still got Raymond Muratalla right there. I think that would be the prime fight for him. Both of y'all put hands on Nakathilia, and Raymond Muratalla made it look much better than you made it look. So I think that's the prime fight for him. I don't think that him and Tank. If that happens, then I'll be shocked. But I don't believe that fight's gonna happen anytime soon. Yeah, I think those are the names that you choose for. Even I think somebody brought up Andy Cruz. I think that's a good fight right there. And I think that Turkey, I think he'll be willing. I ain't gonna say you're gonna get the same type of bag, but I think you'll get a decent bag fighting Andy Cruz. And I would look forward to that fight. So
yeah, because all these fights, he's not going to make millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars unless Turkey really want to see him fight, certain fighters. You know what I mean? But I just don't see it.
Right.
It would surprise me if he go all the way up to 47 fight Connor Benn. I'm team Connor Benn. I'm just letting you know that. I'm going team Connor Benn.
I'm going to say this right quick. Sam Noakes does not prepare you for Shakur Stevenson. So I don't think that fighting Sam Noakes is going to get him ready for Shakur Stevenson. He needs a couple more fights. He's not ready right now.
Well, the other thing that's out there right now, rumor-wise, and we'll probably hear about it within the next 48 hours, is Raymond Muratalla is defending his belt to his mandatory, which is Andy Cruz.
Yes.
So that's supposed to be either on the November Riyadh card or the December Riyadh card that has Naoya Inoue and all kinds of other stuff that they're building. I mean, what I heard is that they might try to put Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua in December, which is crazy to me, but whatever, man. Turkey can do whatever.
That's another cap. That's another cap right there.
Want to get knocked out, Jake Paul.
He gonna kill Jake Paul, number one, and Muay is gonna beat Andy Cruz, number two.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
I got Andy Cruz over.
I got Andy Cruz. Everybody got that. Who you got, Coach? You over there quiet, Coach. Who you got, Coach?
Man, I'm sitting there. I'm gonna lean towards Cruz in that one. But that's gonna be a good scrap though. I'm gonna lean towards Cruz.
Because Muratala do not impress me, y'all. I'm just letting you know he don't impress me.
I understand that, but don't no fighter impress me. A 5-fight dude does not impress me.
So here's what I'll say though about Andy Cruz. You have to remember that he's got a huge amateur background. He's a gold medalist. He's the one that beat Keyshawn. I don't know if you guys remember that viral video where Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart was making fun of Keyshawn during the Olympics.
Coming in second.
It's a funny video, man. So
that don't have respectfully, as my man Dub would say, respectfully, that don't have shit to do with the pros.
Right. But in the pros, here's what I was going to say, Shelton. In the pros, what we've now seen is Andy Cruz started out with certain teams in the beginning, and then he decided to go to Philly, start training with Bozy Enos, start training with that whole Boots Enos crew, and he started knocking people out. He look
a little bit better. He look a little bit better. I'm Team Andy Cruz. He just gotta trust his power. He don't trust his power yet. You know what I mean? Once he starts trusting his power and his defense, Andy Cruz is gonna be a hard out. I'm telling y'all.
But he's starting to sit on shots. The last fight we seen, he was sitting on shots. And I agree that long amateur background, the amateurs in is totally different. And I understand having a great amateur background, but amateurs in the pros is totally different. And what I've seen from Andy Cruz, I think he is starting to get that trust, especially with him working with them guys in Philly. He's starting to get that trust in his power. He's starting to sit on his. He trusting his quickness. He trusting his head movement. I like Andy Cruz over Muratala, man. Me personally.
He looks good against the guys he's fighting. Remember that. He looks good against these guys. These guys he fighting ain't too much trouble. They want him to look good. They moving him so he can look good. Put him in there with somebody who can actually fight him back, and then I'll see what he got. But against these guys he fighting, he's supposed to beat them like that.
Well, ain't that's what they doing. So how many names that your boy Raymond Muratala got?
Not many.
All I see on here is Nakathila, Tevin Farmer. That's it.
Tevin Farmer should be counted as a name.
And then Cruz ain't got that. Cruz ain't got that. And he only got 5 fights. So.
But I'm not comparing on what I'm trying to say is you're trying to make Muratala a killer, but he's not.
But he struggled against Tevin Farmer.
I'm not making him a killer. I'm saying he's better than the 5. I'm saying I'm putting my money on a dude that's better than a 5-fight fighter. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you can say 5 fights all you want. The kid got a good experience.
Yeah. I don't give a damn about the 300 amateur fights. I don't care nothing about the gold medal. He's a 5-fight fighter.
We understand it. When you ain't got to say it no more. We understand it, but we do.
I mean, you seen?
You didn't say that same. You know, wait a minute. The same thing you said. Lomachenko had the same career.
I don't care. He's not Lomachenko.
I ain't say he was. I'm talking about the amateurs. All these amateurs. He came in and started doing the same shit. But y'all ain't had all that. You ain't had all that energy for him.
Hey, like you said, I didn't like Lomachenko either. All that's better than Ali and better than Crawford. I didn't like none of that bullshit either. But anyway, that's why they had the fights, fellas, so we can see what they're about. That's why they get in the ring and throw the gloves, throw their hands. That's why they get in the ring, put the gloves on, and fight.
Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, I was saying about that's what happened with Gary Russell. You know, Lomachenko came in. Gary Russell had a whole lot more pro fights than Lomachenko did. But Lomachenko, you know, took him out. You know what I'm saying? Made him look, you know, some type of way. You know what I mean? I was surprised that he beat Gary like that. So you know, a lot of them guys put it like this: people like to harp on amateur career. The amateur careers is good, but you got to remember George Foreman had like 12 amateur fights, man. David Benavidez only had a handful of amateur fights. So you got to find a sweet spot. You can have too many amateur fights, man. And just because you had a long amateur career doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be a great pro. You can even be a gold medalist and not pan out as a professional. I mean, we've seen that happen a lot of times.
And going off of Coach Eddie's point, the one thing I will say is that, and shout out to HLD, man. That's my brother right there. HLD he brought up the point, man. These Cuban, and I say disrespectful. I don't mean no disrespect whatsoever, but these Cuban birth certificates, we don't know nothing about them. They tell me Andy Cruz is all of 26 years old. But they also told me that what's my brother heavyweight Luis Ortiz. They told me They said that man was 38 when I knew he was all of 49, maybe 52, possibly. I don't know, but all I'm saying is I don't trust it. But at the same time, I do think that Andy Cruz is a hell of a fighter. And one of the reasons I think they move him faster is because he is older. And Lomachenko was older. So when you're older, you know what I'm saying, coming into the professional game, we hear a lot of times Schofield Senior say all the time, Kid Austin ain't even got his man strength yet. His brain ain't fully developed.
You ain't doing it right, Dub. You got to do it right.
I can't do it.
I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, I think there is a difference when you move, because when you look at Beterbiev, when he came into the professional game, he was much older than a lot of those guys, but his body was developed, and we seen that man punching. Man, he was punching like a horse kick. So, hey. It's a difference there. It's a difference in the amateurs versus professional fighting, but it's also a difference when you've been in the amateurs longer and you're older coming into the professional game. So yeah. I think there's a balance there.
Hey, man, y'all better stop talking about my son. My son gonna kick your ass. I told you, Shakur. Shakur, you a pussy. I told you, my son gonna whoop your ass, boy. All that bullshit. You got hit too much. My son's footwork is better. My son got more power. My son is very athletic. You up here bragging about Will Cepeda? You bragging about Will Cepeda? Man, you scared of my son. My son gonna beat your ass. You just watch. Y'all keep underestimating him. He look like some shit. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Man, you crazy. Well, you got it.
I got something for Mr. Schofield over there. I got something for you. So with Schofield, we get it. It was a great win. Good job. Knocked out Farmer. The easiest fight for Schofield to make are the people that are within the most valuable promotions fighters or the Golden Boy promotions fighters. And the two that I think he'll probably fight next is either going to be Lucas Body. You guys remember he knocked out H2O Silv last year? That was crazy, right? So Lucas Body,
that was shocking. I was shocked by that knockout.
Yes, sir. And he's 19-0 with 15 knockouts. He's undefeated. So I can see them two fighting because Schofield's the number one now to Tank Davis. The other person, though, and nobody talks about this guy too much, but check out his tape, man. This kid is signed to Most Valuable Promotions. His name is Fradamil Macayo from Venezuela or Colombia or something. But that guy can fight, and he's the number 3 ranked for the WBA. So Schofield Macayo or Schofield Body is what I think will happen next, just because it's easy to make.
I think we're going to get Schofield Cepeda.
Or Schofield Cepeda could be fun. That'd be fun.
And now if Schofield goes in there and knocks Cepeda out, then he has a claim at Shakur now.
Yeah.
You see how that could work? You see how that could work out?
Yeah.
But do you think
they're both on the Oscar. They both on the Oscar. It can work out. You're right.
Man, listen. I'm gonna be honest, and this, my opinion is very biased. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all from the beginning. I'm biased in this situation.
We know.
You can't tell me that an individual done planted drugs on you. The police pulled up, found the drugs in the car. and then the tow truck driver touched the car and got you out of the drug charge that you was about to get. You can't tell me that. It's not happening.
The man came back and said he was lying, Dub. Come on.
He didn't say where he said that.
Oh my God, he been said that, Dub.
He said he was lying?
Yeah.
So he admitted the line.
He said he made it up.
Okay, well, if he say, you got to send me that video, Luke.
Yeah, I was looking for it. He been saying that. He said he made it up.
I didn't hear that piece. I didn't hear the piece of him saying that he made it up. But if he gonna admit that he made it up, then you know what? I'll give a little grace there. But just for being honest, yeah,
he said he made it up, man. He said he was trying to promote.
Well, we know he made it up. It don't
exactly.
It don't make sense. So I don't respect that type of stuff right there. I don't. The ripping of the passports, I don't respect none of that. So just me as a fighter, if I had a chance, if I'm Shakur, man, forget this guy. Y'all done tried to taint my name by saying I done planted drugs. No, y'all ripped your passport out, called the SWAT team on you. You had to come out in your drawers for some. Oh man, damn all that. I'm not fighting that dude, man. I don't want no smoke with you, brother. Y'all got it. Keep lying. Just keep lying. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, he came out and said that shit, a week later after he got back to America, man. He said he just made that shit up.
Luke, hey, you got my information. Send me the video, because I'm
gonna find it and send it to you.
I still hear this man talking about they poisoned us. I still hear him talking about it. So I don't want to hear none of that until you send me the information, brother.
We got the beautiful Jab Queen in the building. What's going on, sweetheart?
Salute to Jab Queen. I was with her earlier, actually. She's awesome.
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, she is. But yeah, man, this stuff is just getting sickening. But that's just my stance with Shakur Stevenson. You know, if you know him, he's gonna go now. He gonna poke his chest out, go on, say he going to 47. We know you're not going to 47. You know, he gonna try to draw all the attention towards him. You know what I mean? When you got these other fighters that want to smoke. And another thing that killed me, Coach and Red, with these guys, man. Sometimes you got to prove a point. Like when Bill and them that bogus thing wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson. Shakur should say, okay, I take it. Whatever it is, I take it. Just prove a point. Same thing with Norma Jr. When they said Eddie was giving them 1.5, 1.7. They just said, okay, I take it. I don't want to hear nothing else. I take it just to prove a point that I can beat them. When the fight is going to start taking a stand like that, I'm going to take it just to prove a point.
Yep. Yeah, you got that. What James Tony did.
Call your bluff.
When he fought Michael Nunn, I think James Tony, I think he took like maybe $50,000 or something for that fight. But he was gonna win. So if you know you're gonna win, that's the thing. You know you're gonna win, go on and cook the guy. If it's easy money, go ahead and take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, prove a point. Call the bluff. They got to start calling bluffs. That's what I'm saying. I call your bluff. I'm taking it with a contract. Send it. Then you see what these dudes, about. Cause Norman blew it. Shakur blew it. Now he talking about going 47, and all this bull crap. That's just cap. That's just cap, man. He just got to fight, like Dub said. He got to fight these dudes at 35 or 40. That's what he needs to concentrate on. But we know ain't too many money fights, but it is what it is.
But I mean, they just paid Matias, and I thought, me personally, so I missed the fight originally. I went back and watched it. I had Pollo winning the fight. Me personally.
Yep, I had Pollo winning the fight. I had Pollo 7-3.
I didn't think that even though Matias, he came forward in that fight, and shout out to him, because one thing he gonna do, he gonna put pressure on you. But at the same time, I didn't think he was landing. I thought Pollo landed the more effective punches in that fight. So I could, if you want to say Matias, Pollo, that's fine. My thing is I don't even. Why are you talking about 47 when you ain't even made it to 40 yet? Why talk about 47? You still got work to do. And like I said before, you say you want to be undisputed. Well, go collect the damn belts. Go collect them. Fight these guys. It shouldn't be a hard fight to make. Well, I don't want to call too many names because I'll get out of order with this, but it shouldn't be too much for you to go in and collect these belts like you say you want to do. So if you go collect 2 belts, you know what I'm saying? If you go beat damn, what's the brother name at top rank now?
Murataya.
Murataya. Thank you. I was gonna say Murtazaliev. I'm in the wrong division. If you go beat him, you know what I'm saying, and then after that you get the chance to face the winner of Notes versus
Mason.
And then you come out and say that, well, nah, that's my little brother. I don't want to fight him. And he come back and say, nah, man, I got real brothers. I want this. Hey, I ain't got no friends in the game. Man, you can't duck all of that.
Nah. Not at all. What's up, 2 Cents?
What's up, y'all? What's going on? Y'all excuse my voice. My son's had a boxing tournament this weekend. I've been yelling all weekend.
Did they win? Did they win?
One of my sons won the final, and my other son, he got to the final, but he didn't win. So he got second.
Hey, congratulations.
That's okay.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
They end up getting the smoke. We ain't got no problem with that. We're gonna shout
this Shakur Stevenson thing. I don't be understanding people, man. Like, I literally just heard Shakur Stevenson say in the interview he's not going past 135. He literally just said that. And so, like, what make y'all think Shakur Stevenson is going to jump up 2 weight classes and fight Connor Benn? Y'all, it's like people don't notice the pattern. He called out every big name, every star fighter, whoever popular at the time, and don't ever fight nobody of that caliber. Y'all think he about to go to 147 pounds and fight an explosive power puncher? Come on, y'all.
Only one on this panel think that is Riaz. That's it.
And you gotta understand that the further Shakur Stevenson moves up, the more he will be food. I don't care how good his boxing skill is. He don't have the punching power. His defense ain't really that great. Neither is his footwork. So it's like this. It's like hold on, let me finish. It's like this romanticized view y'all have of Shakur Stevenson because y'all don't want to be honest. And I made a whole video. I said if Shakur Stevenson win, he should get credit because people been saying they want to see him fight William Zepeda and they want to see how he overcomes that style. But the way his fans is running around here acting, let's be honest. Shakur Stevenson been trying to fight William Zepeda for years, and William Zepeda has been ducking him. Why? We're gonna act like Shakur Stevenson is Mayweather and Ali mixed because he beat a flat-footed, pillow-fisted, punching Mexican? Come on, y'all. Like, be real. And I'm not taking no credit away from him. This is just the facts and what it is. Stop trying to inflate everything like Shakur Stevenson is just the best fighter on the planet. And he was the underdog and he just beat the best fight. Like, it's strange to me how niggas is acting. And then y'all insist on comparing this man to Floyd Mayweather. Oh, his hands hurt. Floyd's hands was hurt. Oh, he was a runner. Floyd was a runner. Let this man have his own identity. I don't understand why y'all keep doing that. Every other fighter, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, they have their own identity. They don't keep bringing up other fighters every time they say their name. Like, y'all are doing Shakur Stevenson a disservice with that.
So, they do that shit on every show self-discipline. They do it on every show self-discipline because I'm not having it.
Antonio Tarver was the one, and I disagree with Shakur being the best defensive fighter of all time. I disagree with that.
Oh, come on now. He's not even close.
But Antonio Tarver came out and said we got to put him. This is what Tarver said. We got to put him in the same or in the same category as Sweet Pea. That's what Tarver said.
Come on, stop it.
I said to myself, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, man. We can't get too out of order with this. We can't get too out of order with it. But these are what the folks are saying. I disagree with it. You know what I'm saying? I think Shakur. I think he's a great fighter. But at the same time, he had a great performance. Man, the man ain't the best defensive fighter ever. It ain't even close. And so
not even close.
I'm just going off of what some of these folks are saying. Go ahead. My bad.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you, and you keep going. Was Tarver like smoking a line of cocaine when he was saying?
Hey, I wasn't there, so I don't know what the brother was doing, but I'm just telling what he said. That's all I can tell.
Well, you know, I don't listen to them professional fighters because a lot of them just they done lost it. I just stick to reality. The kid is not hasn't proved nothing to me yet. I knew he was gonna stand there and fight, and he did what I said he was gonna do. You know, Shakur's a good fighter. He's a good fighter, but is he special yet? We don't know until you fight special talent, and he hadn't fought special talent. Yeah, you know, name two special talents Shakur Stevenson fight. I wait. He fought.
And y'all, and Lou, it's like people keep trying to convince. You don't need to convince people. You don't need to call people dumb. Y'all dumb. Y'all just don't understand boxing. Shakur Stevenson said himself, people that know boxing and really understand boxing, they really appreciate me and my style. So that's your fan base, Shakur. People that know and study boxing. The more I got to know about boxing to understand your style, the less fans you're going to have. And that's what it is. So stop trying to run around here and cry and call everybody stupid and they don't know nothing about boxing because people ain't on Shakur Stevenson like that because they don't understand the sweet signs. It's hit and don't get hit and all this other stuff. Man, cut it out. You don't have to convince nobody that somebody is that good. You don't have to keep saying it. You don't have to keep making posts about it. You don't have to get angry when people don't agree. You don't have to do that if your fighter is really like that. And then Shakur Stevenson said, "Oh, I'm never gonna fight this way. I'm never gonna fight this way again." Basically, is what he said. So my question is, how much of a dog are you if you ain't gonna never fight this way again? You just gonna fight at this one fight? Like this shit just crazy, y'all. It's crazy. And we gotta go through this every time Shakur Stevenson have a fight. It was the same thing after the Padley fight. Y'all not giving him his credit. Oh, Shakur Stevenson, and I'm like, guys, he stopped the guy on a late notice. Okay, cool, congratulations. Let's move on.
Yeah, 1000%. I've been saying it all along. If he want to prove a point to me, you see them people on that thumbnail, fight them. Fight all the people on my thumbnail. That's proving a point to me. Russell, T.O., you want to fight Connor Benn? Go fight Connor Benn. And even though I know it ain't gonna happen, you mentioned his name. You know what I mean? Go fight them dudes. You know, Tank Davis, fight them dudes on the thumbnail and fight them the same exact way you just fought Williams or Payton. So them people can, so they want to glaze you so much. Fight them the same way. You know, let's see if you're really about their life. You know, but we know that's not your style. You tried to prove a point and got hit too much. Go back to your style, Chad.
Put it like that. You could take a 135 Bud Crawford will probably knock out Shakur. Bud would knock him out if they fought the same weight class. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, sure, he's a good fighter, but he has a lot of things that he can't do also. You know, a lot of people just look at what he does do well. He does do a lot of things well, but it's a lot of things that he can't do. Like for one thing, he can't stick and move very well. He's a more of a stay stationary type fighter when he's on offense, and when he's on defense, he's on defense. I mean, he had the right guy in front of him. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
Exactly. That's all it boils down to. He had to do that's tailor-made for him.
You take him when you know a fighter is good. When you start taking him and you start dropping him in other generations. When you start asking, how would he do in the 80s? How would he do in the 90s? How would he do in the 2000s? You start comparing him to legends. Nobody's comparing Shakur to other legends, matching them up. When you start doing fantasy matchups with other fighters from other generations, then you're good. That's in my opinion.
But Coach, I gotta disagree with you. And shout out to my brother from Georgia, man. Salute to you. I gotta disagree because he can only fight the competition that he has. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we're not gonna see him. The fantasy fights are all good and well, but he can only fight individuals that's in front of him. And so I gotta give him credit when he goes in and does something that people said that he wouldn't do as far as standing in the pocket. I thought he stood in the pocket way too long. I thought he had his back on the ropes way too long. But at the same time, I still thought that he won the fight easily. And so I can't say that I can't give him credit for it, but I still can't compare him to the legends and the greats. I can't. He's not there yet. And I don't know what is Shakur, 27, 28?
Yeah, he's about 27 now.
Yeah, so I
He
can't
just turned
compare,
28.
I can't compare him to those legends, but at the same time, the other thing I can't do is take credit away from him because he don't have those greats in front of him right now. The only great that I think that's in his weight class is Tank Davis right now. Me personally.
What do you mean by take credit away? Like, what do y'all mean by that?
I'm saying that I gotta give him credit for what he did against Williams Zepeda. I think that we should all say it was effective. He showed that he could outclass this individual. And I said earlier when Lou brought it up, when Lou brought up who Zepeda had fought, I said, well, I can't say Zepeda is a great fighter, but I can say that right now he's one of the top in the divisions. So you can only fight who you can fight.
But Doug, let me ask you a question, Doug. Do you understand that they don't do this with no other fighter? After a fighter, they don't do this with they don't pick apart every single thing the fighter did. They don't be like, oh, did you see how Tank Davis walked down Frank Martin with the high guard and then he kept going to the body and he was trapping him in the court? They don't do that. They don't point out every single little skill that the fighter had and then inflate it and want you to praise him and be bouncing up and down. They don't do that with no other fighter.
But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I think that Zepeda.
No, I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm saying how you just broke down like, oh, he did this and he did that and he did this. And they don't do that with any other fighter is what I'm saying. They say Devin Haney opponents was too small. They don't be like, did you see his jab in there and his footwork, how he was moving lateral? They don't do that. You get what I'm saying? They don't say, I'm going to give him credit because he was.
Well, I did because when Devin fought Lomachenko, I thought Devin won the fight. And I gave credit to Devin because I thought that was the toughest fight for him. You know what I'm saying? When I didn't give Devin too much credit for the whole Kambosos situation. I thought Kambosos was overmatched, me personally. But when Devin fought Regis, I gave Devin credit for it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, hey, I know folks will tell me, and I love Devin. Y'all know I do. But at the same time, I think this is kind of on that same caliber. I think that the Regis fight for Devin is similar to this fight for Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I thought Devin was a little cleaner in that fight than Shakur was, but at the same time, I thought I kind of put those on the same level.
But Devin showed a great separation to me, in my opinion, in that fight. I feel like Shakur had a good fight, and everybody said Shakur had a good fight. So I don't even know what we arguing about, but I think people wanted to see a bigger separation, right? They thought that Shakur was just way more skilled than Zepeda. But Shakur got beat up in that fight, bro. His face was all, I'm not saying he got beat up like he lost. I'm saying he got hit a whole lot. And this is the best defensive fighter on the planet. So I think that is what people are pointing to. Like, okay, you know, he beat him. He had a good performance, but it wasn't no just huge separation.
Yo,
does that make sense?
Just to piggyback off that real quick. The reason why Shakur let this man get off 900 punches on him. Great defensive fighters don't let people get off 900 punches on you. That's ridiculous. Just to let somebody shoot at you that many doggone times. But part of great defense is cutting the output down. It's cutting your volume in half. That's what Floyd was great at. Floyd would cut your volume. You're a volume puncher. He would cut it in half. I'm not going to let you shoot at me 900 times. That man got off 900 shots on Shakur. So that's what I'm saying. He's a good fighter, but it's a lot of stuff he still needs to work on. And he admitted, hey, I need to go back to the drawing board because if you let somebody get off 900 attempts on you, that's not good.
But
not good at all.
I agree with you, Coach. I understand it. And one of the things I always say, and I think that Shakur did it somewhat in the fight. I thought that his counter punching slows Zepeda work down. I thought it slowed it down. But at the same time, Zepeda's going to throw punches. I thought, and when I looked at and I don't trust me personally. I don't trust CompuBox. I don't really trust they punch output. When I went back, I watched this fight 3 times, and the thing that I saw is that I thought Shakur, he allowed himself to be on the ropes. I know earlier you said that you don't know if he was pushed back to the rope. I think he accepted it and wanted to be on the ropes. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I thought that was horrible for him. But even when he was on the ropes, outside of that 3rd round, I thought he got clipped. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was hurt like that, but I thought he got clipped. At the same time, he was outlanded. He outlanded. Same thing, CompuBox. That's why I say I can't trust it completely. You know what I'm saying? But CompuBox will tell you, Zepeda threw more punches, but Shakur landed more punches. Accuracy is very special, and especially when you're able to throw in between shots. And I thought Shakur let his hands go much more than he did in a lot of the fights we watched. I don't know if, and maybe that's the bias in me.
Well, I think he ain't had no choice, though, Dub. You know, when you got dude firing at your ass like that, you ain't got no other choice but to fire back, or them judges going to give it to the other opponent. So, but he was pot-shotting clearly and landing his, clear, more accurate punches than Zepeda. But Zepeda was, he was getting them off, man. But when you land the clear and more accurate punches, that's what the judge is going to see.
But when we talk about the sweet science, Luke, I got you. My bad. I apologize. I got
no, cool. No, I just wanted to. Coach Eddie said earlier about. Coach Eddie said earlier about you can't be that good of a defensive. I just want to throw this out because again, I gotta bring truth out. We can all agree that Shakur is still growing. He's not at the back end of his career. He's in the beginning of his career.
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay. 2 cents. Let's say he's in the middle of his career. Can we agree with that? In the middle.
He's nearing the end, in my opinion.
He should be.
He's only 28 years old. He's not near the end.
He's in his physical prime. He's in his physical prime right now. 22.
Okay.
That's your physical
He's in his prime. Go ahead, Wes. He's in his prime.
Right,
go ahead.
So here's my point. All right. When you were saying, Coach Eddie, you can't let somebody throw 900 punches. Floyd Mayweather had Jesus Chavez throw 1,000 punches at him. Same type of fight, defense for the 135 pounds. I remember because I was there. And great fight. Floyd did the same exact thing, wore Chavez out. The only difference is the corner threw in the towel for Chavez because he was taking the ass beaten pretty bad at the last 2 rounds. And on this one, Zepeda made it the distance. But I'm just saying that, you can still be a great defensive fighter and let somebody throw 1,000 punches at you because Floyd did that.
I got a question.
Floyd, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
I think Floyd had performance that was questionable. Floyd didn't always, get an A every time out. You know what I'm saying? So I know we like to venerate guys, but it's a lot of fights that Floyd may have got a B or C plus or a B minus. That may have been one of them fights where he did go back to the drawing board. There are ways to cut people's output down. You just gotta know how to do it. And that's what I think. That's one of these fights that Shakur is gonna go back and see what he did wrong, what he can improve on. I think this fight will help him grow because at the end of the day, you shouldn't be letting anybody chump. Put it like if he let Connor Benn chump 900 punches at him, it's not gonna be good.
I agree.
But Connor Benn don't fight the same way. He don't fight like Williams Zepeda do. He don't let his hands go nearly as much as Williams Zepeda do. So it's a different fight. And I understand what you're saying. At the same time, for Shakur, I thought he did a hell of a job rolling shots, catching shots, parrying shots, when Williams Zepeda was looking for that stab jab to the body. And me personally, Shakur, he's not in the Philly shell the majority of his fights. Not like he was in that fight. And I do think they got something to do with the southpaw finding the southpaw. I think that's a big part of it. But at the same time, he's catching a lot of them shots. He rolling with them shots. I thought he got clipped one time, but man, he landed the cleaner, more effective shots. He was putting hands on Williams Zepeda at one point in the fight, And Williams Zepeda was, even though he did still end up throwing the amount of punches he threw, he was cautious with what he was throwing, very cautious, because he was getting clipped on the response. He was getting clipped. So I think that we got to just, instead of looking at it as what other fighters do, look at it what Shakur does. And one of the things that we all ask for Shakur to do, man, don't get on there in the back foot and run around the damn ring. And he said, you know what?
Hey, Doug,
I'm gonna show y'all that I'm not gonna run around the ring. I'm gonna sit in the pocket with a puncher like this. And when I say a puncher, I don't mean a power puncher, but it's somebody who's gonna have heavy volume.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
The Shakur Stevenson done fought like that 3-4 times already. You know what I mean? It's just not a big deal. We just wanted to see him fight like that. You agree, against a volume puncher. Zepeda. We all knew the outcome. If you was on my channel Monday and Tuesday, you knew what the way he was going to say it, because I told everybody that's the way he was going to fight. You know, he even mentioned, you could tell the way these guys be talking, that's the way they're going to fight. He had no power, no footwork. Shakur did a hell of a job with his defense and ability. So what I'm asking you guys is, when he fight a good fighter, because I don't call no fighter great, but a handful. I don't call none of these niggas great. Is what version of Shakur Stevenson is going to be able, he going to have to use to beat the Tank, the Gary Russells, the T.O.s, and people like that? What version? That version or the De Los Santos version?
It depends. It depends.
That's for the panel. That's for the panel.
Okay.
The whole panel, not just Dub.
I'll shut up.
That's for the whole panel. Dub too.
You know what?
I can go first. Go ahead, Coach Eddie. Go ahead.
No, okay. Well, kind of what 2 Cent was saying a little while ago is, and Shakur, great, good fighter and everything. I think his fan base is trying to convince us that we've never seen this before. I mean, we talking about, I've seen this like 1,000 times. It's this, everything that he did, I've seen it before. It's not like nothing new. He's not showing us something new. He's not showing me anything. Maybe they're trying to blow it up like it's something new. But back to your question is this: if I think Shakur is going to have a problem with somebody that can move, that can box, and that can punch.
But that's the thing, Coach.
That's what I'm asking. What version of Shakur we're going to have to see to fight these good fighters? That's what I'm asking.
We don't know yet.
He probably have to do a mixture.
Hold on, real quick. We don't know yet because it depends on the fighter. Every fight ain't the same. And because every fight ain't the same, you have to understand, I'm going to take advantage of... well, go ahead.
Nah, it's like we repeating ourselves on the same thing. I don't want to repeat ourselves. You know, I do understand. I'm not talking about the mediocre fighters. I'm talking about the good fighters that's out there. I'm not talking about these mediocre dudes.
No, but what I'm saying is all the good fighters, they don't fight the same. So you can't,
exactly. But what I'm asking you guys is the same fight we just seen Shakur Stevenson fight. Will he fight Gary Antoine Russell like that?
No,
well, I mean, I think we got to stick it to the 135 division.
No, I'm just making suggestions, but we can't stick it to the 135 because there ain't number one person there really, and that's Tank Davis.
Right. Well, exactly.
So we can't really stick. We got to go to 140.
Right. So that's what I would say is that I think that's what makes the Tank Davis, if it ever does happen, I think somebody was saying, baby Jesus, please let it happen.
And that's what I'm trying to ask everybody on the panel, and Dub too. I'm not talking about these other dudes, because my opinion is he will not fight them dudes on that thumbnail the same way he fought Williams Zepeda. He will fight them dudes on that thumbnail, in my opinion, the way he fought them dudes on that thumbnail I just put up. He will fight them same way he fought Elba De Los Santos.
That's okay. That you can.
That is my opinion.
You can think that, but the thing is no fight is the same. And for you to say that he's gonna fight a certain way, man, he may mix all of that shit together. I don't know. I can't tell you what's gonna happen. I can't tell you what his game plan gonna be. What I can tell you is I think he's smart enough and he's accurate enough with his shots that he can go in there and the majority of those guys. Now, if you bring up Antoine, I think he struggled with Antoine. Me personally, I think he struggled like shit with Antoine. Antoine is a different beast, in my opinion. But at the end of it, Matias, I think that he can make Matias have to follow him around the ring. It just depends on the fight. And I think Shakur has the skill set that it doesn't matter what type of fighter you are, I have something for you. We may not like it, and the way we look at it and what we see, it may not look pretty. But at the same time, I think he got a lot for all these guys.
Okay. When the last time, I'm asking everybody 2 cents, I'm asking you too. When the last time Shakur stood right there and fought a puncher like that? Ray asked when the last time Shakur stood right there and fought a puncher like that.
I'm trying to think, because obviously he didn't do it with Oscar Valdez. Like the Oscar Valdez fight, that at the time Oscar Valdez was undefeated. I think he was on the ring pound for pound list. He definitely was on the ring list as the best 126 or one of the best. So that was kind of a crowning moment for Shakur. The Japanese guy, Yoshi, no, that guy wasn't.
Well,
really
he wasn't a puncher. He wasn't a puncher. Nakatani.
So, yeah, and then well, Nakatani.
Nakathila. That's when he started crying and say he don't want to get hit no more.
Yeah. And then from what I understand, and again, man, I don't know what's in or there, but from what I understand, he had a broken hand against Edwin De Los Santos. So,
yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing that fight again, though. Like somebody mentioned that earlier. Go ahead and fight De Los Santos. I think that, again, I don't know how much money there would be for us to want to watch Edwin De Los Santos again. But to your question, Lou, I kind of agree with Dub. Like I want to see.
Everybody is different. I agree with that part Dub said too. Yeah. Everybody is different. Exactly.
Because I don't know what I mean. Tank versus Shakur, like we could play it in our heads all we want, but let me ask you this question then: has Tank ever fought anyone with the skill set of Shakur?
Hey, real quick, hey, shout out to Lou, man. I got a ride, but much love and respect. Shout out to 2 cents. Shout out to my brother, man. Hey, bro, you got a channel?
Nah,
for me?
Channel, man.
Yeah.
Are you were asking me?
Ray, respect.
Yeah. So I'm helping a friend of mine out right now. He's kind of like Lou. He started this one channel. It's called the Knockout Canvas. So I'm going on his show tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Pacific time. But if you want to check that out,
I gotta pull up and talk shit with y'all too. Shout out to Coach Eddie, man. Hey, shout out to ATL. Shout out to Georgia. You know
salute, dog.
Man, much love and respect. I apologize, man. I gotta run, but hey, I'm gonna pull back up. Y'all know what it is, man.
Cool.
Much love and respect to y'all.
All right, Dub, I'll let you.
Now, what you say, Reg, had Tank fought who?
Oh, has Tank fought anyone? I mean, I'm just asking the question backwards. Has Tank fought anyone the skill set or the skill level of Shakur throughout his career?
Not that I know of.
So that's why
I would say. I mean,
but that's totally different with the question I'm asking, because Tank fought more punchers than Shakur Stevenson has.
And he's also moved up a weight class. And he's fought more champions.
So, it can go both ways, but when you fighting mostly punchers, then you fighting people smaller than you and stuff like that. We all know Shakur real skillful and stuff like that, man. But the reason I've been doing this today is because his fan base, they want me to give him so much credit for doing what we knew he was going to do. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. We knew he was going to do this. And, they want all the accolades. They want everything. No, let's just wait and see. Hopefully all these fights are materialized, and then we will see, what happens. That's all. HLD, what's up, champ?
What's going on, Lou? What's everybody on the panel? I'm listening to this, and I know what you mean with the over the top praise, right? The Mayweather comparison, all that bullshit. But I'm gonna give the man the credit that he deserves. Saturday was a great performance. I was highly entertained. I got my money's worth. I'm good. I'm good with that. Now, what do I need from him? I need the same showing of consistency that he did on Saturday moving forward. Can we know what's gonna happen in the next fight? I don't know, but that's gonna determine what type of a fighter he is. I need to see that because it's not just that whether he's super defensive, super out. No, man, I need to be entertained. I don't know about you guys, but I know when I pay, I want to make sure I'm getting entertained. I don't want to fall asleep on no damn fight. I don't want to see like there was a point in that fight that he almost did his shuffle to run a little bit, and he heard the boos, and that was like 0.3 seconds, and hold on, I'm not gonna do that, and he stayed fighting with Cepeda. I want to make sure that we just see him fighting, being engaged, trying to, and that's it. Outside of that, I'm not gonna complain with the young man. I'm not gonna be over the top, except for the comparisons to the super greats, and I think I heard somebody say Pernell Whitaker, and like my man, you're not
all that crazy stuff.
Right, that you got to earn that more down the line. You're not even at the level just yet. But as far as what I saw on Saturday, I'm pleased, and I got no complaints from what I saw on Saturday at all. No complaints.
Yeah, it was a good card Saturday. Wonderful card.
It was a great fight. Listen, it was a great fight.
You know what I mean? But time for all this stuff, time will tell, man. But what's next? Who do he really fight next? Besides, let's just take Connor Benn out the equation.
Nobody wants to fight him at 135, man.
I think he can move to 140, man. I mean that if he's as good as everybody say he is, move up to 140. That's where all your smoke is. That's where the toughest. That's gonna be the toughest division. The 140 division is tougher than the 135 division.
I think 2 Cents pointed out something very true about him. She said it on the panel. He said this is his division. This is where he's going. There's his third division. This is where he feels most comfortable at. 140 would be pushing what he is. 135 is where he's at. Now the thing is, I don't think nobody else is gonna want to fight him anytime soon, unless Turkey goes out with some crazy money to make any of the other 3 champions to do something about it. But if he does want to find some competition that I think that can happen, I could see going to 140. Him getting the doors open to the other champions, but is he gonna want to do that? Is he gonna want to do that? I don't know.
So there's this
nights on this show. I'm gonna be honest with you, champ. You my guy. Ain't none of them niggas great. I'm just being real. Them niggas are not great. Tank ain't great. None of these fighters we talking about is great. I'm just letting you know. These niggas not stop. I take that shit serious. They not great.
They're elite.
That's just me.
Panel, right? They're elite.
They not great.
Panel, Lou. They're elite. They're elite in this panel.
They not great. When I hear great, I hear Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler. That's what I hear great. Ain't none of these dudes in that category yet. None of them that we talking about today.
So the question was who is next, right?
Yes.
Well, it can't be Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz is the #1 mandatory for the WBC. He's the number
He's supposed
one.
to fight Muratalla.
He's fighting Muratalla for the IBF because he already did the Eliminator. So Andy Cruz isn't going to go backwards. He's going to get paid to go beat up on Muratalla. Just my opinion. But
I think that fell apart.
Could be a good fight. Could be a good fight. Oh, did it? Well, we'll find out. But the one that I said earlier, and I've watched this kid since he was doing it in Dubai, is when he started. This Cuban kid named Javier Herrera. I don't know if you've ever seen him, Lou. 17 wins.
Yeah, I think the one that called out Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah,
the one that called, I know you're talking about Herrera.
He's the #3 ranked WBC. So, I mean, if Shakur's got to defend against a 22-year-old power puncher.
He's the guy that Shakur should have picked to fight instead of Padley. That kid was already in Saudi. He's right there, and he was ready to go. And against Padley, who hasn't fought at 135 in 2 years. They should have picked this Herrera kid. Is he great? No, but he's got power. That I tell you, he's got power and he's young. You know.
Yep. Yep. That would be who's next. That's just to
Yeah,
the question.
let me ask you, we really can't say if a fighter great really until their career is over.
Yeah.
But some of them right now we know is great. Canelo, Usyk, people we know they great.
At the end of their careers, toward the ends of their careers,
exactly
what they've done. Right, I get you.
Yeah. So like I really want to see Shakur Stevenson, even though I know HLD might not like this. I want to see him fight Kid Austin. Then I want to Teofimo Lopez. Then the two I want to see him fight. Tank got problems right now, so I don't think he's going to fight Tank.
I like the Kid Austin. I always liked that fight, but I knew that the business was not going to allow them to fight at that time. Maybe now that Shakur's hand may be a little bit better and whatnot, we'll see.
That's facts. No, you're telling the truth. That's why, I mean, as much as everybody would love to see Schofield and Shakur Stevenson, I think Schofield's got to fight a fighter that's either with Golden Boy or with MVP promotions or most valuable promotions. But I'll tell you what would be cool. What would be cool, Lou, is if, let's say, Schofield fought Lucas Body and that was for the WBA interim. Yeah, 135, because all this problems with Tank. We don't know what's happening. So now if you got a WBA interim belt and then you put that on the line against Shakur, that could be fun,
He would take the fight regardless of the belt. He was going to take it already. What are we talking about?
No, I was talking about do Schofield Badu or Lucas Body first, because Body knocked the hell out of H2O Silv, so you could sell that fight.
H2O? Who's H2O? I mean,
if you listen to his father, it seemed like to me his father only want him fighting big name fighters for some reason.
Yeah, I see.
He ain't gonna get a big payday though.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he's gonna get his $1 million guarantee that he's got with Golden Boy, but what else above that? Who knows?
I thought he signed a 5-year deal for $5 million. What I heard,
5-year fight deal for $1 million.
That's crazy, man.
That's not crazy.
Five fights. 5 fights.
5 fights, 5 years, $5 million.
So he's only gonna fight once a year?
It just means that is the minimum.
Yeah.
If he fights,
that means the minimum he's gonna get is $1 million per fight.
Right. So if
I got you. Okay.
So if he has 5 fights in 2 years, then the contract's over. You know what I mean? It's just
I got
whichever comes first. Is to expire. But
that might have been a good deal for him though. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't like he no ticket seller. He ain't no draw. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was talking shit and they don't get it because But that's a great deal for somebody who's still above the top 10 at the time and hasn't really done nothing.
I agree.
That's $1 million a fight.
Yeah,
that's good money, bro. That's some number one mandatories or interim champions are not getting that. So I mean, good for him. I think it's a great deal.
Yeah, I do too. He kid getting his foot wet, man, and not saying that's all he's going to make though. That's just a minimum. You know what I mean?
That's the minimum, right?
Exactly. So you never know what he's going to say.
Auntie's county sound crazy, but she ain't too crazy, is Daddy. So good for him.
They put Kid Austin in there with Elvis De Los Santos. Now I don't think that'd be a hell of a swing fest.
I would love to see that rematch though with Edwin De Los Santos and Shakur. I would like to see that.
Yeah, because we can't keep making excuses. If your hand hurt, okay, rematch him when your hand not hurting. Let's see what happens.
Hey, what's his name? Mayweather did that. Any doubts? Okay, I'll do it again.
Yeah,
I mean, but who gonna pay for it though? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think that's a good fight. That's a very big sellable fight. I would say that's a really good sellable fight.
But the first fight was so trash, man. I mean, you rolling the dice. You know what I'm saying?
I think Turkey will take that chance. I mean, it's just a sneeze in the pocket. I think Turkey will take that chance.
Turkey don't know which Shakur Stevenson is going to show up. The one we saw against Williams or the one against Elvis De Los Santos. So I don't think he's really going to headline any more cards.
He's just gonna keep on telling him no Tom and Jetty fights, no Tom and Jetty.
That don't mean he gonna listen.
Hey, one way to find out. Do it again. And
this weekend was a good card. I like the lineup. It was the perfect lineup. Shakur, had a good performance, and then you top the night off with a knockout, and that's a way to end the card right there. You know what I'm saying?
No, the whole card, coach, was great because 5 fights, 20,000 people. It was in the U.S. Open Stadium where they played that tournament, and you started with a knockout.
Man, it was like 14, if that.
Oh, it was it? All right. Well, I know it looked sold out, bro. So,
no, it was sold out, but that stadium only holds about 15, if that.
Okay, cool. No, it looked great, but it started with a knockout with Reito Sumi, and then it ended with the knockout, like you said, Coach. But them 3 fights in the middle, especially that Kataev Morel and that Puello Matias, man, those are some good fights. Those are
that was a good card. That was a solid card, man. I ain't gonna front. It was a solid card, and I think this weekend we got some solid cards going on too.
And we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. The fight this week. Cool. Ray, I want to ask you. You a Raider fan?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, you know we got the best football show on Sundays, right?
Oh, I'm gonna follow that. Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, and we having a fantasy football league this year too.
Oh, cool, man! All right,
so
you gotta hit
me on my email so I can send you the information.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go
to the Butter Entertainment at Gmail. The Butter Entertainment at Gmail. One thing.
Okay, cool.
Because we got another sorry Raider fan on here, so Mr. Shelton. So y'all.
Ask him who's his favorite team, though, Reyes.
I thought it was the Commanders, right? You like the Commanders?
Nah, that's Will the Steel. Even though I'm from DC, I'm a Pittsburgh fan.
Oh, you're a Steelers fan. Oh man, you guys are gonna be trash this year.
Oh shit. Oh, we got another one, baby. I can't wait. But I want everybody to do a closing argument with for this thing, because we won't be doing no Shakur tomorrow. It's gonna be about fight week.
Cool.
So go ahead, man.
I go on and jump it off. Man. Like I really enjoyed the fight this week. On the women's card, I think Shadeja Green, Marshall, that was the best fight on that card right there. Shout out to them ladies; they did their thing. Shadeja, she pulled it off. She proved me wrong. I thought she wasn't going to do it, but she came in and got the job done. So shout out to her. The Saturday night, man, great card, man. David Morrell, he need to be. I don't know what Ronnie Shields gonna do with him. I know Ronnie Shields is probably trying to pull his last little few hairs out messing with that kid, man. Cause that kid be doing some good stuff, and he'll just go AWOL. Like his mind will just wonder, he just go stupid or something. But like for Shakur, hey, actually, like I said, I gave him a B. Solid win, good performance. You know what I mean? But like it is. On to the next one. You know what I'm saying? That's what boxing is. You only get to enjoy that victory for a little bit. You can't do like Edgar Berlanga, and go on a goddamn, 6 month goddamn losing parade. You enjoy your victory and keep it moving. Hamza Shiraz and Berlanga, man, I really enjoyed that fight. I like the build up. Like I called it being a TKO. I predicted that Shiraz would win by TKO. I think Edgar just spent too much time trying to beat Edgar. I think, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't focused on the fight. And but I don't know. I think Shiraz is probably the better fighter at the end of the day, man. And it is what it is. And it was a good fight, good entertaining. And one thing I can say about the New York fans, man, it's like when Edgar got knocked out, everybody started cheering. I said, why would they cheer? If their man got knocked out, that was kind of weird to me, man. How they switched up on him so quick, man. That's how boxing fans are, I guess. You see your man get knocked out, and everybody start cheering for the other dude, man. But I'm gonna land my plane right there.
Okay. Go ahead, HLD.
I don't know why Coach Eddie had to bring up Berlanga. Was anybody talking about Berlanga tonight? Like what the? Come on, Coach. Ain't nobody wanted to talk about that.
I had to rub it in because I know you was on the panel, man.
No, Yeah, no, man. I mean, I'm not a fan of Berlanga. Just he ain't worthy of the talk. Look, man, what happened on Saturday still maintains to be monumental of what these two women have done for the sport of women's boxing. You know, especially Amanda stepping in, taking the spotlight, helping the opportunity with all the other women because of her. And it's very admirable what she's done. I don't care about the result. Yeah, I accept it, but what she was able to do along with Taylor was just monumental. And look at that, 6 million views. You can't talk shit about these women. People are willing to see good fights if you set it up. So good, good for them. Saturday, great card. Got my money's worth. No complaints. Shakur had a great fight. It entertained me. I want to see more of that than anything else that I've seen in the past recently. So I'm good to go. Morel, bro, just like Coach Eddie said, he got problems. He needs to be on Ritalin or something, because I know a coach in the corner was going crazy. Like, what the F you doing? You know, kid, they don't listen. He's talented. He's very talented, naturally gifted. But he, you know, if you don't get his mind right to be focused, to pay attention that he is not bigger than the team, because it's a team effort at this level. And the pros, it's a team effort. You got a commander in the corner. You got to listen. You know what I mean? And a lot of these fighters just think that they're bigger than the sport in itself, and they're gonna get caught up just like Morel did. The other fights that we had, what was it? The Japanese kid, good for him.
Reito Satsumi.
Yeah, thanks God for reminding me his name. Chop Suey, he did good, man. You know, yeah, I'm not gonna remember his name. He did good. Good for him. And that's how she wrote, man. Next, you know, we'll talk about what we got this week. You know, we'll see what happens with the Titans at the heavyweights. Other than that, thanks for Lou.
Appreciate it, champ. You know that.
Cool. No, so let me start off just by saying, man, I don't know how everybody's gonna watch this coming week with the Bam fight in Texas, the Pacquiao fight here in Vegas, the Usyk fight in the UK, and then there's UFC, man. It's gonna be packed for Saturday, so definitely excited for this fight week. I agree about the Friday. I thought more importantly, I think that the doors are starting to open for boxing to be more mainstream again in the US, and I was amazing for Most Valuable Promotions to put together that fight card. Shout out to Netflix for backing that whole thing. If you guys didn't get the chance to see the free prelims, it's still on the YouTube. Those 4 fights were great. The 4 fights that was on Netflix for free, I think it's going to get a lot of people excited. So shout out to both Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, because if it wasn't for the 2 of them doing it, I don't think something like this could have happened. You know, shout out to Shadaza Green for pulling off the upset. I hope she gets more paydays. That 250,000 performance bonus, man. I had never seen that before, Lou. So that was pretty cool to see her get it. And then Saturday, that was a fantastic five fight event. Them Satsumi brothers, that's how you pronounce it, HLD. the Satsumi brothers, they're the real deal. That kid's only 18 years old. I thought Kataya won, but at the same time, man, I agree with Lou that David Morrell should just go back down to 168 and dominate. I thought Poyo won, but hey, man, shout out to Matias. I still think Matias will probably lose to Dalton Smith. Dalton Smith's a killer. And then, yeah, man, Shakur, I want to see him fight big fights. And if he does really, for real, move up to fight Connor Benn, win or lose, good for him. If he does want to fight his number 3 mandatory or number 2 mandatory, that's fine. But we want to see him fight great fights. No more weaker voluntary fights. And then the show tomorrow, Lou, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. But I appreciate y'all for coming in, man. You know, this what we do. No more bull crapping with these fans. You know, I'm tired of people be talking about you hating because you give your opinion. Podcasts are opinion based. I keep telling you people, you know, everybody had their opinion, man. You know, y'all gotta stop getting in your feelings about stuff. You know, everybody not gonna agree. I never agree with HLD, and I still allow him on the show. So I mean, what's the difference? I mean, so it is what it is. It's all fun, opinion based, man. We all want to see the beautiful sport of boxing. That's all. That's all it is to it, man. And I'm with y'all. The man got to step up. T.O., he got to fight T.O. He got to fight somebody, man. We got to see these dudes fight each other. All of them, Tank included. They got to start fighting each other. I don't know, man. Boston is going to be down, but it's getting better. It'll be real good once they start fighting each other. Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez. Them the biggest fights in boxing, my opinion.
Woo!
And,
that's a hot take, Lou. Why are you trying to do a hot take when we're about to close, man?
Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow then.
All right, man. Salute to everybody on the panel, brother.
Okay, Coach. I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Man.
Thanks, Coach.
Right,
thanks,
Lou,
HLD. Lou, you're awesome.
buddy.
Thank you so much. I'll get a hold of you, bro.
Okay. Y'all hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Thanks everybody for coming on, y'all. Peace and blessings, man.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.